Hello, Anand.
Hello,
Hey,
Jyotindra ji. Yeah.
yes. Welcome to Scientific Meditation Podcast. I am your host, Jyotindra Zaveri. Friends, this is scientific meditation is not just about calming the mind. It is also about nurturing the body. A healthy mind requires a healthy body, and that begins with what we eat. Friends, today we are joined by a remarkable guest, Shri Anand Kulkarni, also known as Anand Krafted. You see, he is a multi-talented individual, a business consultant, artist, singer. My God, he's really great. But today we will focus on yet another unique side of his speciality, his expertise in millet as a healthy diet option. Yes, Anand, let us begin with the basics. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Yes.
Great, great. What exactly are millets? And are we talking about the familiar grains like jawar, bajra? Tell me.
Uh, Jyotindra, Jawar, Bajra, all these are millets, but there is a different kind of categorization of grains what we eat every day. Like say wheat, rice, Jawar, Bajra, all these are millets only, but our ancestors never used to go to hospitals. There were no medical shops available. If you go
Very
back to about 60, 70 years back. So, what they used to eat, they never used to eat wheat and rice. They rarely used to have jwar, bajra, and all that because all those have started coming in India somewhere from 1950s onwards and all that. When we have a major drought, that time uh, before that we used to have all this kind of millets. Those are named by brown top, little millet, foxtail millets. Those millets are real millets. And the jowar bajra normally good for the people who don't have any health issues. Jowar bajra helps them to not to have any issues, but the people who have some health issues, it will not support them to digest their food.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Jyotindra, now
Anji.
I think I should ask you a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Uh, See, we know each other since about last 4 or 5 years,
Oh,
and
yes.
really I admire about your holistic approach to health, along with meditation, and you
Yes,
also guide people on dietary habits.
yes.
Let me ask you a simple question: what food should we avoid for a healthy life?
Oh, yes. Excellent question, Anand. Along with practicing meditation, as I said earlier, food is also important. So, I would like to talk about avoiding harmful food is also essential. You see, one strong recommendation at this point I want to offer is to avoid non-vegetarian food. Okay, non-vegetarian food we should not eat. Means you eat vegetarian food. You see, if you are consuming it, reduce the quantity gradually. Okay, overnight we should not change. You can change gradually over a period, but do it. See, another point I have noticed when I talk about vegetarian to people, there is a myth that only non-vegetarian provides enough protein. Many people talk like that. But in reality, plant-based diet, plant-based food, grains like millet, what you are talking about, legumes and nuts, you see, provide adequate energy and protein. So without any cholesterol burden, I would like to repeat, without any cholesterol burden, we can have a real healthy diet. See, high cholesterol from non-vegetarian food like meat or fish is damaging the heart. Millets, what you are talking about, millets, these are raw foods and are far better in long-term well-being. Yeah, okay. So that brings to my next question to you, Anand.
Mhm.
You see, why should people change
Mm.
their traditional daily food habits, especially if they have been eating the same generations? Tell me.
Yeah. See, here I think I should surprise you that today I am celebrating my 64th birthday. I have completed 64 years of my life. And the reason behind telling you about this is that since my birth till date, I never had any medicines. I never had to go to hospitals for any major thing so far in my life. Likewise, there are reference cases from where we started our journey into millets. My wife Jayashri, Rotarian Jayashri, she met her brother, cousin, about 8 years back when her brother met with an accident and had a severe injuries.
Oh my God.
Uh, he used to be at Telangana, wherein the main food is rice. But her brother preferred to go for millets as his
Mm.
doctors treating him have told him that his recovery is not possible before 6 months. So when he started taking millets, he recovered within 1.5 months, and
Really?
he is, yeah, really. This is how Jayashree got into millets, and we are fortunate to meet the millet man of India, Padma Shri Dr. Khadar Vali, about 2 3 occasions, who is a person who brought in millets as a main food in India about last 30 years research.
I see. Ah.
So Dr. Khadar Vali, he has not just said that start eating millets. What he did is he researched which millet suits to each what disease and all that, and that's how millets are used for a disease reversal across globe. In that, as usual, India copy Western, US, and all that. What they have with them since ages, but unless it goes to US, they will not start copying, and the copy is also very late. And the
Yeah.
copy is also very late. So accordingly, the millets which I am talking about, they are mainly used for disease reversal, disease prevention, and to maintain a good health right from the day one of your life. So,
Fantastic.
so
Fantastic.
we normally go in for at least two course meals of millets only at home. That's how we are. You must have seen me. I'm never down or something like that. I'm not available or I'm sick or something
Absolutely. I
like that.
always surprised. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that is one of the secret.
Very good. Very
So
good.
that's how people have to accept this change for their own betterment to
Yeah.
avoid. See, the hospitals are there because patients are there. The medical
Yes.
and the medical shops are there because hospitals are there. Correct.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
mediclaim is there because patients are there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So all this is happening just because people are attracting towards what is easily available, whether it is good for them or not, they don't bother about. They should start
Very
thinking about, yeah, they should start thinking
true.
about their own good health.
Yeah, very true, very
Yeah.
true.
Hmm.
So your goal and my goal is same. We can reverse disease without
Right.
medicine. Absolutely. Incidentally, my wife's name is also Jayshree. We have some common there.
Yeah. So we call it each other as a Jai Shri Karam.
Jayshree Karam. Absolutely. Yeah.
True.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
Jyotindra, we talk about meditation, yoga, food, and all that. But what's your opinion about the water intake by an individual?
Yeah.
Why he should take water and how much he should take water?
Yes. I'm glad you asked this question because I have seen most people talk about only food, and hardly anybody mentions water. Water is life. Water is life. You see, we need to understand and we must drink at least, on an average, 2 liters of water every day. Yes, 2 liters of water daily is required. You see, I have my own mantra. I say, unless you measure, you cannot improve. Okay. So it is not a mantra, but something which you will remember,
Mm.
friends, is, I recommend that you measure your water intake. Let's say you use two 1 liter bottle, or maybe four 500 ml bottle, and just ensure that the correct quantity is consumed in 24 hours. Okay. So you can drink water from copper bottle, for example. Copper bottle is a good idea, and maybe you can use a silver glass. Nowadays I have seen people put silver glass in safe deposit locker. So instead of that, you can use silver glass to, and put the water. So when you want to drink, the water is already charged. And today, unfortunately, Anand, there is no advertisement for water. Okay, there is only cola. People, a lot of celebrities are promoting cola, the black colored drink, and that is harmful. It is
Correct.
harmful chemicals, and it is not actually hydration. I will
Yeah.
repeat, that is not quenching your thirst.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I really appreciate. I thank Anand for raising this important point. Now,
Mm.
back to you. I have a question. What are the main categories of grains, and why is it important to differentiate between them?
See, this question basically it is important for people to understand about what millets impact for their better health. See, I'll start with one simple thing that I will refer always Dr. Khadar Vali because he has developed so much of material on millets, not only classification of grains, but the nutritional values of each grain he has pointed out in one single chart. Mainly, he has categorized grains into three categories. First is positive, second is neutral, and third is negative. I will talk about negative first. He has precisely said that what wheat and rice we are eating is a total negative grain, which helps only to build in glucose in your blood very faster. The reason behind that, it has very low percentage of fiber in it. The fiber mainly helps you to improve your gut bacteria, which helps you to improve your digestive system. So these negative grains are wheat and rice as categorized by him. The neutral grains are jowar, bajra, all those kind of things. Wherein, as I said earlier, the people who don't have anything related to health issues, they can continue eating that particular neutral food. But again, the fiber content, which helps you to build your gut bacteria for your better digestion, are in lesser percentage. The positive category of food grains he has mentioned as five millets he has selected. Those are foxtail, barnyard, kodo, little, and brown top. The fiber percentage into that is ranging from 8 to 12.5% as against 0.2% in rice and 1.2% in wheat. So these fiber contents are important for every individual's diet, mainly to
Okay.
see that the gut bacteria improvement happens through your digestive system. The
Hmm.
uh, beautiful part of millet is that the society thinks that it's a fashion food, it is very costly and all that. But actually, if you see the intake of millet comparing to wheat, rice, jowar, bajra is hardly 30% for every human being. So, if you compare the price of that 30% with 1 kg, will be similar to that. The only thing, the millet has to have a process to be followed, as soaking for about 8 to 10 hours, drying it
Okay.
totally, roasting it, and then making the products out of it. That is what is
Okay.
a simple
Okay.
thing. And the beauty of
Right.
millet is that you cannot make a rice of wheat. Can you make a rice of wheat?
No.
No.
Okay. Hmm.
So this millet help you to make anything out of it. It can be a rice, it can be a roti, it can be a khichdi, it can be a upma, it can be what you can say, tasty snacks items like idli, dosa, everything you can make out of a millet. Now,
Huh.
the millet, which millet one should have, there are protocols which are openly available on YouTube. If anyone searches Dr. Khadar Vali, you will get everything on the YouTube free of cost. Correct,
Wow.
including recipes, including which millet should be suiting to whom.
Wow.
And
Great.
this movement of Dr. Kadarwalli promoting millet is undertaken by us also as a small portion to educate society about having millets as a regular diet. And I'm fortunate to tell you that efforts of Jayashree has reached all millet required people to almost about 500 today.
Oh,
And
wow. It's
yeah,
fantastic.
so
Fantastic.
that's how this is an important part with water, meditation, yoga, and the diet part. If everybody follows all these things together, there will be a healthy life for every individual in the, not only in India but in the world also.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Amazing
thank,
information.
thank you. And
Yes, Anand.
about recipes, they are also available and it can be taught online also. There are so many people doing that kind of things. If anyone interested to know about sources of millets, actually millets are to be used as unpolished.
Huh.
Normally, every food we get rice and all that is purely polished.
Huh.
The millets unpolished are processed, and then the processed things are cooked into food items, the different variety.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yeah,
Unpolished is important. Nice.
unpolished is important. Yeah.
Yes.
Simple again question that I am talking about millets. We are talking about water, meditation, and diet, and what not to eat, and all that. So
Huh.
now the obvious question is to what to eat and how to eat.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're talking about when to eat.
Ah, when to eat
When
and
to
how to eat.
when to eat and how to eat.
How to eat.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So these are two points.
Hmm.
One is, let us talk about when to eat.
Hmm.
You see, here I would like to tell our viewers that the critical change is required today is the early dinner. Okay, the most crucial change is to have dinner early, ideally by sunset. Let's say in India, usually between 6:30 and 7:30 is the sunset time. So eating early helps digestion, it improves sleep, and it aligns, you see, with our, the body's internal clock. Okay. And if your clock schedule is right, and then consider carrying a second tiffin box. So if you think that you are at shop or you are getting late at office, your lunch box you are carrying or you are arranging tiffin, take two, one for dinner also, so that you will not have excuse to have early dinner. You can
Yeah.
do Google search and find out the sunset time because it changes with the month and geographical place.
Yes.
Now, your next question was about how to eat. Of course, everyone knows, but I would like to stress one point here, and that is be mindful. Be mindful of eating. What I mean is, don't look at the television or scroll on your phone. Listen to your body, and it will signal, in fact. You see, it will signal you twice. It will also signal you when it is 80% full and when it is 100% full. So stop eating at 80%, finish what you have in the plate, don't replenish, and enjoy your food with full attention. And that is what I mean by mindful eating.
So
Eating is
thank you.
important. Yes, yes. So let us conclude today's podcast. I'm really truly grateful we could bring this rare and relevant information to our audience. And most of this content is not available in the mainstream media. So I'm really grateful that we are talking about this kind of topic. Friends, we are privileged to have Mr. Anand Kulkarni, also known as Anand Krafted, here with us. And you see, we need to keep in touch. So you can contact, and then we can all connect with each other. You see, uh, today it is required that we bring back our ancient culture and be healthy and happy. Because Anand brings experience from corporate background. You see, he has worked with companies like Colgate Ancillary and Fleet Guard Filters. Yeah. So finally, for our listeners, to try millets, I would like to say, you know, okay, Anand, can you tell me from where we can source them and how should millets be cooked or processed at home? Can you just quickly put some light on this, Anand?
See, Jyotindra, the sourcing of millets we do from the south region, wherein the awareness is already created and the farmers are growing millets in that area, which has to happen
Okay.
across India. See, for your information, what I'll tell you, the out of total world cultivation of millet, India contributes 20%, and out of 20%, 12% is exported, and 8% is
Wow.
only available. Yeah, and cultivating millets doesn't need a fertile land or something like that. It doesn't need any chemical, any fertilizers. It can be on
Yeah.
a dry land also. And
Uh-huh.
if we start following a diet of millet, we will be working for a social cause together also. Why? Because cultivating 1 kg of rice and wheat needs about 5,000 to 8,000 liter of water. As against that, the millets need only 300 to 400 liter of water for 1 kg. This is
Oh,
also a
I did
social
not know
cause.
this. Oh my
So,
God, really?
yeah, that's a fact. Now, what we do is we source it from south like Tamil Nadu, coastal Andhra, and all that, and they are cultivating in ample values. Now, through Rotary, the initiative is also taken in a district like Pune, wherein I got an opportunity to head this particular area of millet and
Wow.
sustainable farming. I am a co-director of one particular avenue, economic and community development, coming here, and in that I have taken these two subjects: awareness of millets and sustainable farming amongst the farmers nearby. As far as recipes are concerned, it is the once you follow the process of soaking millets, drying them, little roasting them, you can make rice, you can make wheat out of it, you can make rava out of it, you can make batter for idli, dosa, anything and everything like we do it for others. Like say rice and dal, all that we do, same process we have to follow for this. And in case anybody needs any information, they can contact me. I am here to guide them. And
Fantastic.
mainly I am looking for the people who really want to have disease reversals without taking any medicine. The way
Great.
you are into meditation for the same
Yes.
reason, the food is
Yes.
also one important part in that.
Absolutely. Scientific
Yeah,
meditation, our goal is the same thing, reverse disease, and we can be free from medicine. Thank
yeah.
you very much. Anand, for joining us today. I'm really helpful. Yeah, yeah.
It's my pleasure that I got an opportunity to talk with you and on my birthday. Thank you.
And yes, wish you happy birthday. This is a very
Thank
special day. Very
thank you
special
very
day.
much. Thank you
Yes,
very much,
Anand.
Jyotindra.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay. So, friends, until next time, let us stay tuned and stay mindful, eat well, sleep well, and keep meditating. Goodbye.